Hey, what's up guys? Chip Walters here, and today I want to talk about why you might want to consider switching from SketchUp to Blender. I've collected 20 separate reasons on why this might be a good thing for you. I've also collected a few reasons why you might want to consider not switching. So let's get started. Let's first look at some of the reasons why you may want to stay with SketchUp. So the first reason is fairly straightforward. You may not use 3D much, and SketchUp is actually very simple. It's easy to learn, and you can become fairly proficient at it by simply watching a few YouTube videos. Also, if you're only interested in doing very simple projects, SketchUp is a great application to consider. It has a better interface because it has lots of buttons, and unlike Blender, doesn't require you to learn lots of keystrokes and or menu items. The second reason why you might want to consider staying with SketchUp is it has that wonderful 3D warehouse. Even though there's not a whole lot of great models there, it's easy to find what you're looking for, and it's great for adding correctly scaled models to interiors and exteriors, and sometimes you can use it for even kit bashing different products to make other products out of. Number 3, SketchUp has its own look. Many of you are familiar with the outline, illustrative, and cartoon look of a SketchUp drawing. It's very easy to understand looking at these drawings and these perspectives and these line drawings, and because of that, SketchUp is unique in that there are no other programs that can generate exactly the same kind of look as SketchUp. Number 4, Blender takes time to learn. As with any powerful program, Blender takes a serious commitment of time to master it. Sure, you can do some basic modeling and rendering quickly, but creating full-feature designs and high-quality renders does take more time. The 5th reason why you may want to consider sticking with SketchUp is it's better if you're an architect. If you're trying to create dimensioned and accurate architectural drawings, you may find that SketchUp's a better fit for you than Blender, or for that matter, most any other 3D CAD type program. The 6th reason is that Blender really doesn't have any layout or equivalent 2D program. Layout is SketchUp Pro's 2D drafting application and is especially good at documenting your designs. And the final reason is that there is a pretty strong plugin community in the SketchUp universe. In fact, the plugin developers are the ones that are responsible for plugging many of the major holes in SketchUp's functionality. Okay, so now let's count down the top 20 reasons why you may want to consider switching from SketchUp to Blender. Number 20, and maybe the most important, is that Blender is free. Unlike SketchUp, you can download right now Blender and use it on your computer, and you will not be charged one single penny. So that's pretty impressive. Let's take a quick look at what it does cost you to use SketchUp. The free version is online, does not support any plugins whatsoever, and is basically at this time pretty much a toy. Even the SketchUp shop doesn't support plugins and is very difficult to use to create anything of significance. So the pro user account is the one that you probably want, and that's $695. Furthermore, once you purchase it, you still have to pay $120 each year to upgrade, maintain it, and get the type of product support that you require. Number 19. If you're like me, you pretty much hate launching SketchUp because it takes forever to load all the plugins and do all the necessary checks and do the license check and all of that. And on my computer, which is an extremely fast i7 computer with lots of memory, it takes 21 seconds to launch, which is ridiculous. On the other hand, when I click on Blender, it takes less than 2 seconds and I'm up and ready to start modeling. So that's a big advantage as far as I'm concerned. Number 18 is the Blender community. It has many, many more users than any other program in the world, probably because it's free. And also, it's got tremendous resources with regard to tutorials and learning and support. There are numerous forums scattered all around the internet that are dedicated and devoted to Blender users. So that's a big one as far as I'm concerned. 17, snapping and no snapping. So most of you SketchUp users understand that SketchUp does have a superior inference engine, almost a CAD-like quality inference engine, and it's great and fun to work with. But the fact is there's sometimes when you don't want it to snap to something, and It's really pretty much impossible without the aid of only one or two plugins to actually not have it try and snap to something. If you're trying to move a vertex or a line or an edge or a face just a small bit of distance, it becomes very difficult, as many of you know. And of course, Blender, as pretty much all the other polygon modeling programs, that's not a big issue. 16. UV mapping and real texturing. So as most of you know, SketchUp doesn't really support any kind of UV mapping. Its texture mapping is pretty bad in all. UV mapping is the ability to actually wrap textures around complex surfaces, and it's great for doing things like bump mapping and displacement mapping, and you have to use it for doing specular mapping. All kinds of PBR, physically based rendering shaders, need UV mapping in order to render something as accurately as possible, and it's very, very difficult to do that in SketchUp. 15. Particle effects. If you don't know what particle effects are, then you're in for a treat. Particle effects in Blender allow you to create special effects like smoke and water and fireworks and hair even. Number 14 is great because Blender has a built-in, unbiased, physically based path tracing renderer that simulates the way a camera works in the real world. It's optimized for GPUs and can use even multiple GPU cards. So that means it renders extremely fast. Number 13 is very exciting. Blender, in its next major release, is introducing the EV engine, which is a realistic PBR real-time rendering engine, which is absolutely fantastic. This means you're going to be able to model and animate in real time in a photorealistic way. Quality is just amazing. You have to see it to believe it. And the 12th reason why you may want to consider switching to Blender is that it has way better subdivision surfaces. Blender subdivision surfaces are superior in how they work, and they are incredible edge and loop tools also that make creating organic shapes simple. One of the other great things about Blender subdiv surfaces is it automatically creates quads from n-gons and triangles. So as soon as you subdivide a mesh, you are guaranteed to have all quads. Number 11, Blender has superior topology and polygon modeling tools. This includes easy access to vertices, polygons, edges, and faces, and that's not something easily done in SketchUp without only a few plugins, actually. Blender also has sculpting tools for working with organic and character shapes, much like ZBrush, but not quite as powerful. But you can still rough out some fairly interesting forms fairly quickly. Once you get used to using Blender's tools, you're going to wonder how you ever did without them. Number 10 is Blender's very nice cloth simulation. Even though cloth simulation is supported in SketchUp now with a brand new plugin, Blender's implementation is faster and has more features. Plus, it can be integrated directly into animations using physical property. Number 9, Blender has a robust plugin support. As you know, SketchUp depends on plugins to create the expected and even standard features of most other Polygon programs. Blender developers create some of the most advanced plugins in the industry. There are plugins like HardOps, Box Cutter, Decal Machine, which are just amazing if you watch them in use. Also, there's Pro Lighting Studio, Pro Skies HDR, and a slew of other great plugins that are supported by the Blender community, and just like SketchUp, many of them are free. Number 8, the editing tools. SketchUp is far, far behind the other Polygon modelers in the industry with regard to editing tools. Blender includes much better bevels, booleans, offsets, like a joint push and pull, which is another kind of extrude, physics, metaball, splines with interactive follow me, a host of other features. And the number 7 reason why you may want to consider switching to Blender are modifiers, modifiers, modifiers. These are incredible non-destructive polygon modeling, procedural mod, which allows for you to mirror, boolean, bevel, solidify, subdivide, and 43 other functions to create amazing models and then come back and tweak them to your heart's content without worrying about creating a destructive model. It's absolutely amazing and it's wonderful to watch. I look forward to showing you more about how modifiers are used in Blender. Number 6, Blender has production quality animation tools. There have been professionally featured animations and many a commercial advertisement created with Blender. If you're an architect or interior designer, you can create stunning and photoreal interior renderings and animations. And if you're using the new Eevee, which is the real-time rendering, you can create these animations in just a matter of seconds. Number 5, Blender runs on Windows, Mac, and even Linux. And of course, SketchUp also runs on Windows and Macs, but not on Linux. And the 4th reason why you might want to consider moving from SketchUp is that Blender handles tons, and I mean millions of polygons. And we all know how SketchUp has problems dealing with too many polygons in a scene. Here's an interesting video showing Blender real-time sculpting over 45 million polygons. Amazing. Number 3, Blender has a totally customizable interface. In fact, Blender uses the exact same scene rotation, pan, and zoom controls as SketchUp. So you're going to quickly be able to jump right in and manipulate a scene. Plus, there are a number of customized interfaces which optimize modeling workflow and help users get started. We will show you one of them. Number 2, Blender is open source and Trimble is not. It used to be people thought of open source software as a bit of a risk, but Blender's been around for quite some time now. And in fact, it appears that products like SketchUp that keep getting passed from company to company is more of a risk in terms of understanding what their roadmap is going to be. One last thing I might mention is that Blender is a strong group in terms of its financial success, and it's funded through different sources, including developers, users, corporations, their own subscription-based course, and a host of other places where they generate revenue, including support plans. And the number 1 reason for you to consider switching to Blender is the simple fact that Blender's future is brighter. All signs point to the fact that SketchUp will soon have their flagship product placed in the cloud, which means all of the plugin developers will need to rewrite their plugins to be able to work in the cloud on SketchUp's new platform. SketchUp's resources have only focused on creating cloud-based software, and the product and the company is falling farther and farther behind. So if you want to be proactive, you might consider starting to look in other directions for a new 3D modeling program now. So that's my 20 reasons why I'm switching to Blender. And I think it might be some pretty good reasons there for you to consider it too.